alcohol is so easy to actually obtain. Drugs are a little bit more difficult. You've got to go looking, or you've got to know somebody, etc. I'm a dad, 6 children, and my eldest daughter, at the age of 13, became an addict, and before her 14th birthday she became an alcoholic. It was a complete shock because we're a completely normal family, stable family. She's good at school, she was consistent, etc. We believe that the party drugs were the introduction for the addiction side of it. And as I got to know better about what happens in terms of the addiction and alcoholism, what she used to do was she actually used to like to have at 14, 15, have a glass of wine, and she was able to probably put the glass after a little bit down, but that would be the trigger for her to then go into the addiction side of it. Drugs. In the early stages, we knew very little about this. Now, if I tell you that this was 42 years ago, she's still alive, she's still very, very beautiful. She's obviously in her mid-50s. She's not recovered, but she's stable. The implication for me was that I was on a very steep learning curve. The most important thing was I wasn't too worried in those days about the drugs, because drugs were still quite unusual in families and in society. What I was concerned about was the alcoholism. So I have an eldest son, my eldest daughter, and now I have 4 younger children who I had to protect, had to keep them away, had to constantly monitor them, didn't want their beautiful golden gem of a sister to influence them. And very fortunately, the net result of that was she was the only one of 6 children who actually went through the addiction and alcoholism route, and we went through periods of recovery or semi-recovery. Then it was relapse invariably because she fell out of love with a man. It's always been at the back of my mind, how on earth could I actually help? And for the last 5 years, I have been a volunteer in Ayrshire for 2 primary charities, and we're dedicated to helping people in addiction and in alcoholism. Obviously, for every addict, for every alcoholic in recovery, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people that go behind it. So we realized that we were helping people in recovery to recover, but the families didn't understand. The families were left behind. The alcoholics and the addicts, they were recovering before the family members were recovering. So the family group has been absolutely critical for us to be able to bring things together. Most of the people who come into the family group are non-alcoholics, non-addicts. So they're learning about the wider implications of alcoholism, the wider implications of addiction, because most family members think they're alone. They're facing this thing on their own. And of course, when we have family groups and when we can share, it's just absolutely brilliant. And the brilliant thing about it is family members who come to us now can actually be part of that process and actually make the difference. Whereas before, the family member and the loved one, they were fighting the whole time, and the scale of the fight used to get higher and higher. We provide a consistent, continuous program that people can come to. They can feel themselves getting better, and the lovely thing about it is when some of their friends see them getting better, they say to us, wow, I want some of that as well. And that's how we've grown, which is lovely.